What's up, Steelers Nation? Joe the Truth Wagner with you, everybody. Welcome in to a brand new episode of the Truth Serum. And everybody, with the Steelers now on their bye week this week, about 24 hours ago, there were some very interesting comments made by JuJu's Smith-Schuster that I wanted to unpack a little bit. But everybody, Steelers Nation, before I begin, I would really appreciate it if you could click that like button, give the video a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel so I know that you're enjoying the content that I put out for all of you. But anyway, let's get into it. So everybody, I'll start here from the beginning. JuJu Smith-Schuster went to college at USC. And current New York Jets quarterback Sam Darnold also went to college at USC. Smith-Schuster is in his 4th season in the league. Darnold is in his 3rd season in the NFL, and they were teammates at USC. And Sam Darnold, when he was coming out of the draft, he was a very highly rated quarterback prospect. He was drafted 3rd overall by the Jets. That was the same draft with Baker Mayfield and Josh Allen and Josh Rosen and Lamar Jackson. Baker Mayfield went 1st to the Browns, Saquon Barkley went 2nd to the Giants, and Sam Darnold was right there at the 3rd pick for the Jets. But anywho, they were both teammates in USC. And JuJu Smith-Schuster said on the record that he would enjoy to play with Sam Darnold again one day. And that he said, quote, "I wouldn't mind playing with him again," end quote. And we would assume that would be in Pittsburgh, with JuJu Smith-Schuster being a Pittsburgh Steeler right now in the last year of his contract, and probably in line for some sort of extension from GM Kevin Colbert. But everybody, that got me thinking, with Smith-Schuster, with him liking to play with Darnold again, that would mean Sam Darnold would have to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. And I know Ben has played great this year. He's 38 years old. Great start to the season, 7 touchdowns, 1 pick. He's played great. But folks, what would you think about Sam Darnold potentially being the successor to Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback? What would you think if Sam Darnold was the next guy here in Pittsburgh? This is pretty interesting to me, folks. This is very interesting because I remember when Darnold came out in the draft. I remember when he came out, and I really liked him as a quarterback. Out of all of the quarterbacks who came out that year, out of the top QBs, Darnold was at the top. Darnold was my favorite one. I liked him the most. Great character, great attitude, had a good arm, is athletic, he's extremely mobile. Darnold had the lookings of a little bit of Big Ben. Darnold isn't as big as Big Ben, doesn't have the physical size as Big Ben, but he shares many of the same attributes and qualities on the field with the movement in the arm and such. And everybody, I'll say this. You really can't judge Sam Darnold by what he's done in New York with the Jets so far in his career, because the team around him is pure garbage. It's garbage. It's a mess. It's terrible. A rotting dumpster fire of burning trash would be more help to Sam Darnold than the skill players in New York right now. I mean, it really would. Sam Darnold's whole career, he has gotten absolutely no help. Offensive line, bad. Wide receivers, bad. Running backs, bad. They tried to fix it with Le'Veon Bell, still bad. Sam Darnold has gotten no help in New York. And everybody, the talent is still there with Darnold. The talent is still there. I watched the Thursday night game that he played against Denver. The athleticism to run for that touchdown he did in the first quarter was top-notch. Top-notch there by Darnold. And also, there was another play in the first half where I saw him on the move, running outside of the pocket, throwing on the move and threw like a 30-yard dart. It was accurate. It was on the money. And I looked at it and I'm like, wow, was my reaction. Wow, he got talent. He still got that talent. He still has that talent that he did at USC. And also, in not only with talent, but coaching, the Jets haven't done him any favors with coaches. He started off with Todd Bowles, great coach, but a defensive coach. And then they brought in Adam Gase, and Adam Gase is not a quarterback whisperer. Adam Gase actually makes quarterbacks worse. Have you seen Ryan Tannehill? From with Adam Gase to after Adam Gase, Tannehill's actually a really good above-average quarterback the minute he leaves Adam Gase. I think Adam Gase is holding Sam Darnold back. The talent around Darnold is holding him back, and so is the coaching. He's like locked up in a Houdini suit in New York. But the talent's still there, folks. The talent is still there. And with how bad the Jets are right now, they could possibly, they're going to be at the top of the draft. Let's say they get the number 1 pick. They get Trevor Lawrence. They pick Trevor Lawrence to be the next guy at quarterback. Darnold's on the market. If I'm the Steelers, couple of mid-round picks, like a second and a third, I'd give up a second and a third round pick, a second in 1 year, a third in the next to get Sam Darnold. I'd do that. Develop him. And let him grow. Everybody, with these young quarterbacks in the NFL, with these young quarterbacks at the start of their careers, before they can be like a Russell Wilson or an Aaron Rodgers or a Brady or a Mahomes, before they can get to that level, they need help around them so they can develop to get to that point. I mean, look at Patrick Mahomes as he was developing. Even now, great coach in Andy Reid. A really good O-line. Had Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, and Travis Kelce. Support, check. Look at Lamar Jackson. Great O-line. Very smart head coach in John Harbaugh. And they can run the football like nobody's business. Lamar has help. So, folks, with these young quarterbacks, when they develop, they need help. They need the help around them so they can develop and improve. Sam Darnold has not done that. He just hasn't had any of that help, is what I mean. He hasn't had any of that help. And for the right price, I hope JuJu's right. I'd be cool with Sam Darnold being in Pittsburgh. I'd be cool with it. Very talented, great character, and he'd get the support he needs in Pittsburgh to thrive. In the right situation, Sam Darnold can still be a top-end quarterback in this league. Just got to get him out of New York and away from Adam Gase before it's too late. Everybody, like I said, very fascinating topic here on these comments by JuJu's Smith-Schuster. If there's an opportunity to, on the cheap, get Sam Darnold in Pittsburgh, and let's say he ends up, being here and could be the successor, I'd be for it. If it's on the cheap, take a shot, take a gamble, why not? Why not? He's young, he's talented. He's more talented than Mason Rudolph. More talented than Josh Jacobs and Duck Hodges. I mean, the Steelers, everybody, with how the Steelers are, usually picking mid to late first round, you're not going to get one of those top quarterbacks in the draft. This would be the way to do it. Get Sam Darnold on the cheap. Well, there it is, Steelers Nation. What do you think? You think I'm crazy? You think it's a good idea? I want to hear and read your thoughts, everybody. So comment down below. Again, if you haven't yet from earlier, like the video, subscribe to the channel, everybody. We'll see what the slate is for Sunday, and I'll let you know what action I'll be up for that. But from the Truth Serum, Joey the Truth Wagner signing off. Have a great night.